Hello everybody, welcome back. It's Thursday, got my coffee. You may have noticed that ever since I got this new mug, I've been drinking out of this mug almost exclusively. And it's because I think it's a really pretty mug. Simple as that. Today I am starting off with a DIMASH song. This one is not new, but it's new-ish. It's from 2021. I will be doing Fly Away from what I believe is a festival or a showcase. I'm not exactly sure. It says New Wave 2021, so it's a live performance. I know a lot of people like live videos as opposed to music videos. And I've mentioned before, I prefer music videos because I like to see the artistry, right? I like to see the vision behind the song. But I also understand seeing them do it live. There's some real value to seeing the skill, right, in a live format. So we're doing a live one today. Before I get into it, two things. First of all, I am not a vocal coach. I'm not a professional musician. I'm not, an expert. I do my best. I did sing choir when I was younger. I know how to read music. I know some things about music, so I'm not completely uneducated. But I'm not a professional. So if you're looking for a professional's opinion, they are certainly out there. Vocal coaches like DIMASH, would you believe it? And then part two, please don't be a dick. It shouldn't be that difficult. I haven't really had a lot of unhappy people with DIMASH videos, but I try to be really thoughtful and respectful when I do these. And I would just request that you be thoughtful when you reply. All right, I'm happy to hear from you, even if you disagree with me. That's fine. And I like to read your comments, and I like to respond to them. But let's just try to keep it friendly. All right. With that out of the way, let's get right into it. This is Fly Away by DIMASH QUDAIBERGEN. That pronunciation.
Troubles far away, fly away, close my eyes and fly away. You stay, I was better running high. You stay, run away, it's not so hard. I think about the need to be loved, everybody needs to be loved anyway. Why we have to lie every day? Why we need to stay if you don't want to stay? Set me free, I want to fly away. You really think you know me? You really think you know? I'll fly away to find my way. Set me free, I want to fly away. Nobody can control me. I'm looking for something more. I will fly away to find my way. I see perfect people, perfect world. I see perfect system, don't load. I say now it's time to break free. Tell me, will you fly away with me? I think about the need to be loved. Everybody needs to be loved anyway. Why we have to lie every day? Why we need to stay if you don't want to stay? Set me free, I want to fly away. You really think you know me? You really think you know? I'll fly away to find my way. Set me free, I want to fly away. Nobody can control me.
Димаш, QUDAIBERGEN. Вот они, фанаты.
That's a good one. This is the kind of DIMASH song that I particularly enjoy, right? More up tempo. You do get a little bit more showcase of the range, which I really like. But I say this almost every time because it's true every time. And also I want people to understand that I do know this. He has an amazing range, right? And sometimes you showcase that. Sometimes you see that in songs. Sometimes you don't because the song doesn't call for it. But you can still tell the quality of the voice, right? From the intro, right? The first 30 seconds, the first verse or whatever. And when he hits the chorus and all of a sudden the volume, right? The projection just kicks up, but it's still super, super clean. That's not easy, right? His ability to transition between, lower register, upper register, pianissimo to forte, right? I know music terms. From soft to loud and then back again, that play with the dynamics. It's really a way to get the emotion of the song across, right? If I just talked, right? Let's say I just talked at a steady rate the whole time. I never changed my delivery. I never changed anything, but the words were all good, but everything was the same every time. The same beat, the same tempo, all of it. It would not be nearly as interesting as when I vary, right? Because listen, I like public speaking. I like performing a little bit. And there are ways to draw in an audience. And some of the ways you do that are you get quiet, right? You make it intimate. And then you can bring it back and you get loud and you can slow it down, you can speed up, right? You can play with the empty space. A good artist will leave space for people to anticipate, right? He's very good at that. He is really, really good at managing the stage, which is it's not a vocal thing, right? I mean, it's a different skill, but he's very good at it. And he's a good looking guy. Everybody talks about that. He's been a model, and hey, I've been a model. So we have something in common. So, if you give me his phone number, we can chat, compare notes about what it's like to walk a runway. But yeah, I mean, he's a good-looking guy. He's super talented, and the kind of guy that you love to hate. I don't hate him, but the kind of guy that's so good at everything that you're like, man, can't you give me something? But by all accounts, he's a very nice man as well, which I really appreciate that. Like, I do appreciate artists who can picture what it's like to be somebody else, right? Or to be somebody who might be a fan and appreciate what that would be like. And you can tell also that he's a big fan of Michael Jackson, right? You can tell in this video, he loves that hat. But also you can tell by some of the choreography. And that's neither here nor there, right? Like I've never really listened to Michael Jackson. My parents didn't listen to him. But he was a hugely influential artist in many, many ways, not just in music, right? Also in performance and dance and all that stuff. So when you're somebody who's got the kind of vocal chops that DIMASH has, him and Prince, right? Those two guys are two of the most transformative musical artists, I think, of all time, probably. Or of all time, since we've had like modern recorded music. Beethoven was probably blowing some people's minds, but anyway, I think that's it. It's a great song, one of my favorites. I really enjoyed this one so far. I think, let me think what my favorite DIMASH song that I've done so far. I think it might have been the one I did last week, actually. Be With Me. I really like Be With Me. I think that one is really cool. But this one's up there. This one is probably my top 3 or 4. This one, Jalin, and then SOS. Thank you all for watching. If you're so inclined, give me a like and a subscribe. You know, it helps me, helps the channel, helps me feel like people are interested in what I have to say. Listen, my self-esteem needs that boost every once in a while. Like people are paying attention. People are interested. Be nice to each other. Have a good day out there. Drink lots of water. And get your house ready for the winter because it's going to get cold.